All right, I approach my third year of intermittent fasting. I really started in earnest at the turn of the year in 2020 because of a couple life situations I ran into. Not to mention, soon after that, disruptions at the supermarket, not being able to get to my favorite foods, and I really started in earnest around that time. But this past month, I learned a new lesson from fasting, and that's going to be part of my New Year's resolution. Let's talk about the lesson that I learned in the first place. So I had a very busy end of the summer with my job. I do private tutoring, and I'm an adjunct professor. And I had a lot of clients who had very wacky schedules. You see, when you get to be as good a tutor as I am, a lot of times you're not competing with skill anymore. You're competing with how much you can convenience the students. So a lot of times I take these wacky hours. And so I had a couple days in the week where I had very little time to eat. Okay. So it was a Wednesday, and on top of that, I wanted to break the fast on that Wednesday because that Tuesday was an important life anniversary for me. Every October 4th, was it October 4th that I did this? I can't remember the exact date, but I was celebrating an important life anniversary. It was either the first time I ever wrote the AI for 10 by 10 international checkers, which was it was an intimidating challenge for me at the time. Or it might have been, what was the other big anniversary? October 27th was when I returned to the dating scene after a 4-month break back in 2010. I can't remember which one it was. But the day before was an anniversary and I needed to fast. And so I was hoping to break it on the Wednesday. And on top of that, I was hoping to break the fast at a restaurant in Redmond, Washington. I knew a few people there, and I frequent that restaurant, and I also wanted to hopefully, as a backup plan, if I needed additional work during the holidays when tutoring would be slow, take a job there, get to network with people there. They're very nice to me. They haven't required me to take this drug that they're pushing on everybody, right? So here in 2021, in order to go to a restaurant in King County, you have to show proof that you've taken this drug. I don't want to name the restaurant here because they might get in trouble for allowing me to go there. Anyway, and also I was hoping to impress a girl at that restaurant by doing the tutoring inside the restaurant. And so I have my 6 o'clock appointment with the client, and I'm at the restaurant eating, and I realize something doesn't work right. Food doesn't taste right when you're trying to give a lecture and eat at the same time. Also, it's very difficult to sneak a few bites of food during a lecture. And it just goes to show me just how well multitasking actually works. It doesn't. Both tasks will suffer if you try to multitask. Unfortunately, I always delude myself into thinking I can multitask, right? So here in Redmond, Washington, I love to go to a number of backgammon tournaments. I'm always trying to show off my AI for the game of backgammon. It doesn't go well, right? When I'm trying to network with people there. So ever since that one experience at the restaurant, I've been really rethinking about how I handle social situations. Or maybe when I go to some event, just enjoy the theme of that event rather than bringing all my electronics there. So later today, I'm going to look at a few different homes, right? I mentioned how I had a little bit of strife with my landlord, not the end of the world. So this past week, as I'm trying to clean up my landlord's place, I've been taking more of an educational approach, right? Because I'm an educator by heart, right? When I talk to my landlord about why I'm cleaning it, I find suddenly I'm not so angry anymore, right? When I'm angry about all the trouble that it's causing me, I'm just angry, right? Anyway, so my updated resolution for 2022 is not only to do intermittent fasting, but to rethink about how I think about the tasks of eating, of taking care of myself, of my job, and try to avoid multitasking and try to enjoy the task for what it is, whether it be an unpleasant task like educating my landlord about the clutter in the house, or a pleasant one like the eating or the tutoring or the networking with the people at the restaurant so I can find additional work during the holiday season. Thanks for watching.